All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. And I'm just gonna be ranting about this for a couple minutes. So go ahead and do something while you have me on the background. I appreciate it so much. And without further ado, I just want to talk about this series that I just started reading today. Life Reversal. I was cheated on and falsely accused, but now the most beautiful girl in the school is getting close to me. I'm reading the web novel, so much appreciation to those that take time out of their day to go ahead and translate stuff. So yeah, I believe the web novel right now has 246 chapters translated by fans, and then I believe the novels, there's a couple of translations of novels as well. And I did gotta say, so it's a rough start, so spoilers ahead. Not heavy spoilers, but just be aware that I will be talking about the series to an extent, and hopefully kind of go around the stuff without explaining much to do. Currently, I'm around chapter 70. I just got to chapter 70. I've read it throughout the whole day, and I'm not gonna lie, it consumes pretty much a lot of my day because I just started reading it in the morning, and I'm like, holy shit, I need to continue reading. I need to keep going and see what's going on. And I'm not gonna lie, throughout the day during work, I would take a couple extra bathroom breaks to go read one or two chapters. They're rather at least web novel chapters are a little bit short, so I was able to get through a couple of them. And I got home and I just busted out a couple more chapters out. But I gotta say, it's a rough start. I will say it's a rough start. Main character gets cheated, and I mean he sees his girlfriend cheating on him, and it's rough. It's rough. I'll say that much. It's rough. There's cheating. The guy that is, you know, the guy that she cheats with on is a bit of a manipulator. So there's that going for it. She's the female, I guess, the ex-girlfriend of the main character, who is now, she ends up being, she's a little bit weak-willed, weak-minded, because she's able to just get completely taken over and manipulated by said guy. And this guy, he's really scumbag. He's a huge scumbag. From if you read the story, you'll see, he has this rich boy, everyone's below me type of deal. But it's been a crazy story, because holy shit, I'm not gonna lie, it's probably some deep trauma within me, but holy shit, the anxiety that this story gave me in the first like 15 chapters, just the subject of cheating. I mean, I guess it's just, I don't know, some personal trauma with me, but holy shit, the anxiety I felt throughout the days reading this, I'm like, holy fuck, my heart is gonna fucking die of something. But it didn't, because I'm here recording. And then you get past that rough start, which is not a bad start. Like story wise, it hits. I'll be honest, but everything around it, it's good. I'm not gonna, I've been liking it. Like I said, I'm currently around chapter 70, and I'm not gonna lie, I've been just go through chapter after chapter after chapter after chapter, and it's crazy, bro. Just the things, the coincidence, just everything happening. Okay. I should have said this in the start, but it's kind of like a revenge story. Not too much of a revenge, because the main guy isn't exactly doing the revenge, but everyone around him, is kind of aware of the fact that what's going on, and they're doing their best to kind of protect this situation, kind of help out the person, because said male lead main character, he was about to, like, off the rooftop of the school, because it got so bad, all the harassment, bullying, the false accusations. It sent him over, he was about to end it. And then that's where he meets, the new girl. And their whole relationship has been great. The way everything's been working out for him. He saved her, because it seems like she was about to, as well, jump off too. And he protects her. He tells her to get off, to not do that. And then that's how their relationship blooms. And it's been great, because we've been getting really slow progression, and we learn a little bit about this other main girl, or yeah, I guess the new person that's involved with the main character. And it's been great, because this story has like an A plot, a B plot, a C plot, and a D plot. So A plot is the main couple, the main new couple, the main character, and the new girl that he found on the rooftop. They're having their interaction. They're getting along, they're getting close. And then there's that. Then there's the B plot, which is the ex girlfriend and said guy that are cheating. Their relationship is there, and then there's a C plot, which the school, found out about, the situation that happened, and the bullying and harassment. So that's going on there too. And at this current point, the D plot is, this other person that also got, his girlfriend taken away by the same guy that's currently taking main character girlfriend. He took her. It's so much going on, and the thing is, A plot pretty much gets shunned away, and it's kind of, pretty much like a side thing at the moment. We get glimpses of the relationship progressing and stuff, getting close, going out to eat, pretty much, this male main character, being able to come back from the ashes that he was, falling into, and come back to the phoenix, pretty much, because this girl pretty much saves his life, and he in a way also saves her life from the way it's happened. But yeah, B plot, C plot, and D plot are the main things going on in the story right now. And D plot takes a lot of, it takes a big impact on B plot, because this guy is able to expose a lot of the things going on between B plot, and then that's how, the school also gets involved with the C plot. I know I'm all over the place, but D plot exposes B plot, which helps C plot progress, and they're all just going around, helping this kid, trying to get to the bottom of the line. They're trying to not cover it up, but they're trying to be there, because they mentioned, high school teen, ides of, they take place, and they don't want that to happen, and they just want to get to the bottom of this. I don't know, much more than that, but it's been crazy. I don't know, I can't explain it anymore without spoiling too much, or actually spoiling everything. But honestly, if you need something to read and you're able to tough out, some cheating going on, and just scummy behavior from a female, at least in the story, she cheats on him, especially on his birthday. She lies, goes behind his back, and then we figure out that, she's been doing this for a couple months, going behind his back, and then he catches them, and then it turns into this whole big scandal and mess. And then we learn why she cheats on him, and it's only kind of scummy. It feels even scummier, because throughout the story, she is self-aware of what she's doing, and she knows it's wrong, but she's like degraded herself so low that right now all she can do is just pretty much go back to that scummy guy, because that's all she has left after she fucking accused this guy, main character, of these bad things. And it's a mess. But throughout the story, they are getting their ass handed back to them. Karma's getting them back. Like, this girl, especially in the last couple chapters, the last 20 chapters, she's literally, she lost everything, and she's finally coming to realization. And it's nice, I'm not gonna lie. It feels like finally you've come to your senses, and it's been going good. There's still a lot more to read, but so far, she's came to realization. She's lost everything, and she comes face to face with that new girl that's with the main character, and she tells her, that he was about to, end it and stuff. And I think that's the wake up call. That's the wake up call that I guess she fucking needed, and not the last 30 fucking interactions where she's been just sleeping around with this guy, and then just every time still thinking about him, and then just remembering every time. It's, oh my dude, I hate her, bro. Like, it pissed me off, because she's so self-aware of what she's doing, and she knows it's wrong, but she's just pretty much, she's lost it, so she can't do anything but just go back to this scummy guy. And it's insane. And then this other guy, that guy that she's cheating on with, dude, he's finally getting his ass handed down to him. He's getting exposed. His power that he thinks he has, it's fucking becoming irrelevant. And I'm just waiting to see more of his downfall. That's it. And then, oh man, then this other guy we know his name, but he hasn't came in contact with the main character. But he also, like I said, he lost his, his girlfriend to this guy. So that's why he's part of it, because he's finally getting his revenge. It's his revenge in a way as well. So, he's helping the main guy, because he found out what happened. And it's been an interesting story, I'll be honest. I still got like 170 more chapters to read through, but it's been a journey. I'm not gonna lie. It's been great, and that's all I can really say. I would honestly, I'd recommend it. Honestly, if you can tough out the first 15 chapters, like I said, of the web novel, just literally go online, do your research, and honestly, I like it. I'll be honest, I like it. You know, there was that little bit of anxiety that I got, but it's been an interesting story. So go read it. I recommend it, and let me know what you think as well. That's pretty much all I got. And thank you for listening to my rant, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.